second. Um, Cameroni, continue what you were saying with what you were saying about Tyler, if you remember.
Yeah, I was talking about Tyler, the creator, with his new album he put out.
Hmm.
He's bringing back kind of the older school stuff, but mixing it with the newer school. He's kind of, I don't
Blending
know,
it.
he's bringing back old school and making it cool again.
I haven't listened to his
Comes the cat again.
I haven't listened to his new stuff yet, but I remember listening to him back when he was in Odd Future. I thought I really liked that group at the time. I thought they were really good. I do the way you explained it, how he's kind of blending old school and new school. I think that's kind of the way to go right now. Um, so maybe I will check out some of his new music. I always like stuff like that, like either trap beats with some old school vocals, or maybe other way around, where it's kind of more of an old school boom bap beat with some trap vocals, or something super creative or different on it, which is cool.
Yeah, he's got an interesting style.
Who do you listen to right now? It doesn't have to be rap or anything,
Mostly
but
Aries.
yeah, he's like your go-to.
Yeah, I like his style.
Me too. Well, from the one song I know by him. Do you listen to a bunch of different genres, or do you sometimes stick with the same kind of stuff?
I listen to a lot of genres. One of the most interesting genres, you can find like some really crazy genres. There's a website called Discogs. I don't know if you've heard of it,
I don't think so.
but
What is it?
it's mainly for finding like vinyl records and stuff like that. But you can search a record by genre and
Hmm.
it lets you mix like some crazy genres. And so sometimes I just do that just so I can find music with like these really weird, crazy genres. One of the coolest ones I've found is abstract hip hop, which is there's this artist. He goes by 6'2". It's like spelled out six and then TOO. But I don't know if he makes stuff anymore. But he put out an album called Duration. It's got some really crazy abstract hip hop stuff in it.
And when you say abstract hip hop, the concept is abstract. Like what they rap about is abstract.
He does more of instrumentals, but like you'd have to listen to it to hear what I mean.
Okay, yeah, it's one of those type of deals where you kind of have to see it to know what it's about.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool. What are some of your top genres you listen to? Like on just kind of like a weekly thing,
My
or
very top genre, I'd say, is more melodic trap kind of hip hop stuff.
okay, yeah, I actually like those. I like melodic trap too.
Yeah, I like mixing almost everything with lo-fi. So
Yeah,
like I like to put kind of lo-fi aspects in a lot of my songs.
that's pretty cool. I've been told I have a lot of lo-fi aspects in my rapping. Like a lot of the times, I like to do like a lazy, laid-back type, uh, vocal performance.
Yeah, I there was a point where where I was talking about kind of like I was making similar stuff to Aries
Yeah.
with and I didn't even know who he was. At that point, I was like making I guess if you mixed electronic with old school hip hop with lo-fi and trap.
Just throw all those in a blender, and you got you.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So I know you said you tried your hand at rapping with that one song and wasn't sure. Did you go back to rapping?
Yeah, I do mostly melodic rapping cuz I don't know, my voice doesn't really fit just the usual kind of style, but I do mainly melodic rap and singing, just regular singing kind of stuff. I don't know.
And what kind of made you go back into rapping after you put it down the first time?
I'm trying to think of this song. I There was this song I made with this really cool rapper I found, and oh, now he's up there.
uh,
But the there's this song I put out called Hype Beast, and that's the song that got me back into doing rap vocals because like I had this very last verse at the end. I was actually somehow good, even though I wasn't even very good at writing at the time. But I was working on the song for about 9 months
damn.
until I kind of just went ahead and considered it finished.
Yeah. Wow, that's a long
But I had
time.
a few rappers on the song.
Okay, yeah, dude, that's a long time to be working on a song. That's cool. Um, well, it's cool that you got back into rapping as well.
Yeah, it
what do you prefer to
I
do? Making beats or rapping, or can you not choose between the two?
I would if I had to, well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to choose cuz like I'm still not the best at writing cuz I still have a really hard time like writing lyrics and actually making them good. So like I don't know, that's it's hard to choose.
Do you get writer's
Making
block a lot,
instrumentals is what I'm
or do you just have
you said what?
trouble? Do you have trouble finding
I don't
inspiration
know.
to
It's
write
like
about, or is it just actually putting it to all together, the arrangement maybe?
it's like I'm really good at the instrumental part, but like writing lyrics is just really hard to do for me because with my style, it's not like usually it's not how you do like usual rapping. It's kind of you have to come up with a specific flow for specific parts and figure out how to make it work with what you're saying. Figure out like the specific amount of syllables you would have to use, how to make it catchy and all that stuff. It's I don't
Right.
know.
There's a lot that
It's a
goes into
mess.
it. I think there's a lot that goes into it that most people don't even think about. Maybe not even really notice it that much either.
Yeah, it's really hard to come up with good lyrics for a song. So anyone that does like there's an artist Bryce Bishop. He's really good with his flows and sound selection, his delivery and lyrics, everything. He's just I don't know, he's kind of a savant at it, it looks like.
That's pretty cool. How,
Yeah. I'm having a hard time with rapping right now, but I'm doing it.
you're having a hard time with it right now.
Yeah,
So
but
it. What do
I'm
you?
still doing
That's good, man. That's good that you're still doing it. I go through periods where I get writer's block. Um, I go through different phases. I guess there's been times where I've pretty much had writer's block for like 6 months, and I think that's one of the most frustrating things in the world. To just your brain just isn't inspired, or for whatever reason you're getting this stuck in the sand type mindset and you can't put anything out. But then I go through periods where I will literally put out, not put out, but I will literally bang out a song a day. And that could last months too. I think in the last 3 months, I've probably done more songs than I have in the last 2 years that I've been making music, um, which is cool. And all of it's in the vault. Essentially, I haven't put most of it out. Once in a while, I'll put some stuff out. Um, but I think it's kind of weird how it works. And for me, I don't think there's really any rhyme or reason to it. But yeah, sometimes I go through these periods of writer's block where I just can't think of anything to rap about or write about, or maybe I can think of stuff, but I just can't complete a song, or maybe I just don't like it. And then there's periods where I'm like, yo, we're doing 2 songs today alone. It's like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird with me because like as I'm making a song, I can't ever think of good flows. But then I'll like you ever try to sleep and like you just have like 1,000 ideas running through your head and you cannot sleep.
Oh yeah, dude. And sometimes it's no, I totally agree. Sometimes when you're literally sit down to write some music, you just can't think of anything. But then right when you're about to fall asleep, where it would be so much easier to just fall asleep, you're like, oh, fine. You wake up, gotta pull up my phone, type some shit out in my notes, maybe sing something into like a voice memo so I don't forget it the next day. Yeah. Which which I think is why which is why which is why I think that music shouldn't really be forced, and it's not something you can force, because there have been plenty of times which during my 6 months of writer's block where I will literally sit for 3 hours and I'm like, dude, we're making a song, and just nothing will connect, and most likely because it was too forced. But then, like you said, it could be at a random time. It could be in the middle of a conversation with a friend. It could be while you're watching a TV show. It could be right when you're falling asleep or doing something else, and you're like, oh, that bar would sound cool as fuck. That flow would be awesome. This line would be perfect.
Yeah, probably one of the best hooks I put out was for my song Noviembre, just my birth month in Spanish.
Right.
But it had one of the most catchy hooks I've ever come up with, and I hear my dad singing it all the time.
That's
So,
that's pretty cool.
and that just randomly came to me.
Yeah. It's funny that we're mentioning this because I was, for whatever reason, I looked up. I was listening to the song "Exit Lude" by the Killers, and I pulled it up on my phone, and for whatever reason, I checked that Genius app, which breaks apart a song and goes into the lyrics. And they said they there was an interview with the Killers lead singer. I don't remember his name, and he said the hook for that came to him literally in a dream while he was sleeping. And he said the dream was Kurt Cobain and him were in the clouds on a ship, and Kurt Cobain was trying to imitate Bob Dylan or something like that. So it just goes to show that it could happen at like the weirdest, most unexpected times. His literally happened in a dream. And he said he's had music dreams before, but that's one of the only ones that he actually woke up and remembered the melody and words to and everything. And it worked out for him, man. Um, it worked out.
Yeah. It- making making lyrics is weird. The whole instrumental part is easy, but then when it gets to writing, it's just like, what, what the frick is happening?
Yeah, no, I get it. I've been like that before too. What's up, GH Bismaki? You came right at the end, man. We're actually about to wrap it up. We did about 45 minutes before this, but my internet cut out. Um, Cameroni, I am gonna link all your socials when I post this on YouTube. But is there anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
Let me think. I guess not really.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Well, I'll talk to you in Discord in a second, but thank you for coming on. GH Bismaki, I'm sorry that you came at the very end, man. I got another podcast episode I'm doing tomorrow night, so I'll see you there. Thank you.